exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
It's been a tight series so far, which we kind of expected when we started. But now it's backs up against the wall time. The series has shifted locations, and now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. This crowd should certainly help, but they've still got a tough task at hand.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your defending American League East champion, Boston Red Sox.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Zero, what's the key if they want to be crowned World Series champs here tonight?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
David Price will look to keep their World Series hopes alive on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Thanks, Matty. David Price, former AL Cy Young Award winner. Big fastball, 95 to 97. Curveball and a slider. One of the things he does well, commands the strike zone, throws a lot of strikes.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop, up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Line to the right side, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
And he'll snap one over to first. And the runner back safely. In is Christian Yelich, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Cain on at first, nobody out. Cain runs, strike called, now the throw down. He is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
Now the 0-2 from Price. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Now at the plate, Ryan Braun. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he will somehow keep his eye on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number one.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Eric Thames.
Coming to the plate now, Eric Thames. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Runners are at first and second with one away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Again, he sends it out of play. Right side, fair ball down the line. The relay, and it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 16, Domingo Santana.
He's set. Here it comes. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
1-2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, D-Roy, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Now the first pitch here from Price. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Brewers 2 and the Red Sox nothing. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done for them.
Ulysses Chassin gets the ball with a world championship on the line. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, you'll be in pretty good shape.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Leading off for the Red Sox, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Back at him, and it hit him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Here's the first pitch to him. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
And a breaking ball stays outside. Benintendi, 23 years old. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys. Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Chassin steps into the windup. First pitch on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Yelich is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Leading off for the Brewers, the catcher, number 9, Martinez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Weak chopper up the line. Devers gloves it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 8, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Into the box now, Orlando Arcia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike. Arcia stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a second-year big leaguer. Price ready with the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. The pitch. Popped him up. There now is Moreland, and he's got it for the second out.
Batting 9th, second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back, just missed that one, fouled that one off really hard.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're up 2-0. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting 5th, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. His lifetime numbers against Chacin, batting at an even .400. He's taken him deep once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here we go. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 5th, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. Chacin gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. King is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. now to the plate, Lorenzo Cain, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Standing in now, Christian Yelich. Pitch out, nothing doing. Cain gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a snap move over to first, and he's back in standing. Here's Price now on 1-0, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. A dive, but he's back. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
He's set, and the 3-0 offering. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Come on, let's get me out here!
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. But that's a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
First baseman number 8, Ryan.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He popped out in his first trip. A 1 pitch on its way. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. First and second here with nobody out. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
The batter, number 7. Designated hitter, Eric.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Eric Thames. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitches are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Into the box, Domingo Santana, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second.
Up next for Milwaukee, third baseman, Travis Shaw.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Comes set and the 0-1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Milwaukee leads it 3-0. Stepping in, Eduardo Nunez, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Kane will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Catcher, Christian Vasquez.
So striding forward now, Christian Vasquez. His lifetime numbers against Chacin. He's 1 for 4. First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, D-Row. Breaking ball up and away, hard slider up out of the zone, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich is under it. 2 gone.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Next up for the Red Sox, Mookie Betts. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Chacin comes set. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Vasquez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Kane is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Red Sox lead 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Striding in once again, Manny Pena as we begin the top of the 4th.
Number 9, Manny Pena.
Now the first pitch here from Price. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Now at the plate, Orlando Arcia 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Ball 1. The 1-1. That grounder got him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lorenzo Kane.
Now that is an impressive vertical on this dive. As we take a look at it on replay, we can see just how high he had to get up to make that catch. That play might earn him a steak dinner from the pitcher.
In now is Lorenzo Kane as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home. Grounder down the line at third. Backhanded. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
And now they've got him picked off. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Brewers lead it 4-0. digging in, Andrew Benintendi.
Leading off the fourth for the Red
Lots
Sox.
of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And 2 the count to Benintendi. Here's the 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Kane will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. On to Lansdowne and gone. Solo shot here to left. His 5th so far in this series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
The shortstop, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Chacin gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with a high changeup that time. A dangerous pitch. One run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop. A shot down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. We played 4. It's now a 4-1 game. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. First pitch on its way. Tapped up the first baseline. To his left, Moreland, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
First baseman number 8, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now.
Come on! You're nothing!
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Bradley, and that'll be the second out.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Eric Thames.
Digging in and looking for more, Eric Thames. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Rafael Devers the next to bat. Flied out at his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Devers stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. This is his first year at the big league level. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. He took something off of it there. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now, Eduardo Nunez. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0. Line to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Digging in now, Christian Vasquez, a base hit in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. High pop-up. Braun is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Now in the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And VR will look this one in to retire the side. 1 left for the Red Sox. They trail it 4-1. Standing in, Domingo Santana, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Right fielder number 16, Domingo Santana.
First pitch on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Now Price is 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping up now, Travis Shaw. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. A ball and a strike.
It counts 1-1.
Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and the Price is right here, 2 away.
The catcher, number 9, Manny Pena.
Stepping into the box, Manny Pena. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
Price ready with the 0-1. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him.
Feel that breeze up here. Swing better.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they lead it 4-1. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Drives it out to deep right center field. Santana is in pursuit, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 delivery. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 18, Mitch Moreland.
Ready once again, Mitch Moreland. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit out towards second. To his left, Villar. And that's the second out.
The designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Into the box now, J.D. Martinez. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Chacin comes set. Here it is on 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Betts on third with 2 out. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Red Sox lead 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Game 6 moves on to the 7th inning now, but before we start, let's call on our game summary to show you how we got here. Tyler Thornburg is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 47, Tyler Thornburg.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Orlando Arcia. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This is foul right side. Got him.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Lorenzo Cain will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
2 out, nobody on. Seared down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Down the first baseline. Moreland is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Ready for another chance? Xander Bogaerts. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
In there, and it's 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's his first base hit in this one. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning as they'll try to claw back at that 3-run deficit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Stepping in now, Rafael Devers. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Santana coming on. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 10, second baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. A fly out and a single for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Shaw gloves it. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the Shure out.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
So coming to the plate, Christian Vasquez. Runner in scoring position with Sukan. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. VR has it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Brewers 4 and the Red Sox 1. Carson Smith has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 39, Carson Smith.
In is Christian Yelich. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far.
22, Christian Yelich.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Oh, what a dive. It's there. He got him.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You got to be kidding me.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that is intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Into the box, Eric Thames. Yanked on the ground down the line. And this is by Moreland and down the line. A fair ball. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Next for Milwaukee, Domingo Santana, and their runners at the corners now. From the stretch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in, Travis Shaw, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead or grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, you know that same situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Sliders in for a strike. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. A pause and the 0-2. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Brewers forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 5 and the Red Sox 1. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Here's Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Bouncer up the middle. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And the run will score on the sac fly as they're hanging around at 5-2 now. There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Left center, base hit. And that means J.D. Martinez gets to it with 2 outs as well.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up, middle of the plate, usually gets deposited in the seats.
Martinez.
Corey Knebel is called upon with 2 out in the 8th as he's asked to complete a 4-out save.
Corey Knebel.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone. The 2-2 one more time. And he
He swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Moreland, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hard ground ball to third. Shaw fields it cleanly, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. Game 6 is on to the 9th inning now. Brewers are out in front, 5-2. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network from Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. Heath Hembry enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia.
From Milwaukee, shortstop, Orlando
Arcia. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
now batting, second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Settling in now, Jonathan Villar. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Shot on the ground is short. Bogarts has it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Kane.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Lorenzo Kane. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
This is line to left. Benintendi is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Milwaukee leads it 5-2.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, number 72, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
The 0-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Ready now, Rafael Devers. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. The 0-1. Line towards center field. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, two-out knock kind of deal that really is going to break this game over.
Digging in once again, Eduardo Nunez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
The 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
Up next for the Red Sox, captain, Christian Vasquez.
So digging in now, Christian Vasquez. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
The 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Devers at third with 2 away. And the celebration is just beginning in Milwaukee. The Brewers are World Series champions.
Wow! World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new World Champs.